revitalized and refreshed. And I am Melchizedek, and I come at this time to be with you in these special times that are upon you now. As everything is in change, everything is in flux. For you are indeed moving from the old ways, the old paradigm, the old illusion within the third dimension. You are moving away from that and fully into the fourth dimension, into the vibrational frequencies of that fourth dimension. And even at times, yes, finding yourselves in the higher vibrations of the fifth dimension. Moving freely back and forth as you wish, not as you are being controlled. For if you let it be, you are no longer being controlled. Even your ego cannot control you if you do not allow it to. For your ego only controls you from the past. It controls you from the past programming, holding you to the illusion, because that is all your ego knows, is the illusion, knows the programming. That is all it knows. It does not know the higher vibrations that you are moving into. And as you move into those higher vibrations, at times it tries to hold you back, just as the cabal, the forces of darkness, are attempting to hold back the ascension of man, an ascension of all life here on the planet. It cannot do so, nor can your ego hold you back if you do not allow it to. So take control, take power back in within you, the God power that is moving freely through you now. Feel it moving through every part of your body, through every cell of your body, as your cellular structure is indeed changing from a carbon base to a crystalline base. And that is why you are being attracted to crystals more and more. And crystals are being attracted to you more and more, and will more and more as you continue to move along through this new timeline that you have created. You are creating a new timeline for you and all of those that are associated with you, all of your light working community that are creating this new timeline. And yes, it is separating from the old timeline, the one that those forces of darkness are attempting to hold you to. But they know that they have lost. They have lost you. They have lost the vibrations, the higher vibrations that you are in. They cannot be in those higher vibrations, and they know they can no longer hold you. So they have actually attempted to not even try to hold you any longer. All they attempt to hold now are the ones that do not move into the higher vibrations, that are not aware of vibration. They are the ones that they hold on to. The ones that have freely given themselves to the movement that they had created through the so-called pandemic. They hold on to those. Those are the ones that they continue to try to control. But they know they have lost control of you. You, the creative ones. You that are creating this new higher realm, this new higher golden age. They cannot hold you, because you have regained your power and you are holding on to that power. And any time that you feel that power within you, you can rise up in the higher vibrations and be in that fifth dimensional expression. And every time you find yourself in that fifth dimensional expression, you are moving closer and closer to your own personal and collective ascension here on this planet. So know that Every time you raise your vibrations, you are drawing closer and closer to ascension. So continue to do that. Continue to raise your vibrations every opportunity that you can. Be aware of everything that is happening, yes, but hold no attachment to it, no attention to it, because it can no longer hold you unless you allow it to hold you. Be free, my friends, my brothers and sisters. Be free. Be free in the higher energies, the new higher energies. Feel that energy all around you, every moment that you are aware of it. And if you do that, those energies will continue to raise you up, even to the point you might feel like you are lifting up off of the planet, yes, in your physical body. I am Melchizedek, and I leave you now to continue to soak in, anchor in those higher vibrations every opportunity that you have, and let go of the old and embrace the new. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om. Om. Greetings to you. One who serves here. Shoshana is here. And we are ready, as always, to continue on with this program of continuing to bring you forward, to continue to in a sense, even train you to bring you forward into the higher vibrations and to continue to hold those higher vibrations as Melchizedek has given here. It is important that you allow for the process to continue within you and not to fall back. Even though there will be times when you will feel yourself falling back. And as you feel that, be aware of it and then stop it. Just simply stop it. You do not have to fall back. You do not have to let your ego take charge and take control any longer. You have control of your ego. Raise your ego into the higher vibrations and it will come with you. You will find that. Yes, maybe kicking and screaming along the way, but it will come forward with you. And it will be there in your ascended body with you. You do not let it go. You simply bring it with you and raise it into the higher vibrations with you. We are ready for your questions if you have them.
I have a question. This is mainly geared towards my mother, but I know millions of people get this. Just wondering if you know of a cure for dementia.
What we can tell you is that is a state of mind that is occurring in these times because of being in the lower vibrations. It cannot occur when you are in high vibrations, nor can any other disease or illness or even injury can happen when you're in the higher vibrations. And we ask you to prove this to yourself. For when is it when you stub your toe or you fall down or something of this nature? It is usually when you are in lower vibrations, when you are feeling low, when you are feeling down, when you are upset about something or angry about something. That is when those injuries happen. And that is when you attract illness to you as well. But if you are in higher vibrational frequency, feeling the bliss, feeling the love, there can be no injuries. There can be no illnesses. There can be no dementia. You see? That is the cure for everything. Yes, there are those devices that are coming forward which are going to help bridge the gap for all of you. Bridge the gap to bring you into higher vibrational frequency by giving you frequency, by providing you frequency, high frequency, that will then heal your body and all of these things. But it is a bridge, a gap that is still somewhat within your lower fourth dimension, we will say. Not so much the third dimension, but fourth dimension, and will bridge the gap into the fifth dimension for you. Shoshana, do you have something more specific you can give on dementia for this one?
Dear brother, may we share?
Always.
Dear brother, do you recall our answer previously to this question?
No.
Because you have asked it, and we have given our perspective. And we must say that this one that you call the state of mind dementia has simply disconnected from the third dimensional realm. She is simply disconnected because she is no longer interested in what is going on here, you see. So her path is to disconnect. It is painful for those that think this is abnormal, to think that there is something they can do about this, but this one has chosen to disconnect. So you must accept this. This is not about wishing for a cure. This is not about her request for a cure, as she has disconnected. This is about you becoming unattached to that which she is going through and allow for it, you see. We apologize for this direct answer, but you must come to terms with this and allow her to complete her path. Namaste.
Very good. Are there further questions here?
Greetings, this is Moses, and this has also made me curious. I think this is I appreciate the wonderful answer. I just have a follow-up question to this. If a soul has decided, that they are done with the 3D, too painful, too boring, for whatever the reason, why are they not just let out? Why do they keep a portion or a percentage of their soul here in the physical body, just to lounge around, instead of just being let go completely? What I see a purpose there. I was wondering if you could explain further. Thank you.
We would say here that one does not let go completely because they still have something to complete here. It may not be anything that they have to do beyond their own loved ones in terms of letting go of that, letting go of past karma or past memories that hold them, grief, things like this. They just simply, they do not let go of that. But that is what they must do. They must let go. And when they are ready to fully let go, then they leave the body. But we do not think that was quite your question. Perhaps Shoshana can answer it more directly for you.
We will share here. However, you did answer this for this one. Was it a sufficient answer, dear brother, or do you wish our perspective?
Yeah, I would love any additional perspective, since I do have a close relative that is just, I try to understand what is the purpose of, I know he was not, he was ready to let go, perhaps, or just not very happy with his life, but just trying to understand what is the purpose of this state he's in, or what purpose it has. Yeah, it leaves me a little puzzled trying to.
Is this one you speak of unconscious?
He's not unconscious. No, he wakes up and enjoys his meals, and he enjoys walking around. And but going from being such a bright mind to the state of a 3-year-old, perhaps, it's confusing to me. What purpose is there in that?
The purpose, dear brother, if we could share, is for you to accept that which he is going through. The purpose is to allow for it. We cannot say that the value of life is extinguished when one's mind is no longer sharp, because the value is not extinguished. And that one you speak of does not wish to leave, you see. He does not wish for that. He does not want that. His path is not complete. So we must not allow our attachments and our judgments to enter into another's path. We must allow for it. So simply give what you can in terms of loving this individual, offering joy and happiness when you can, and then allow for whatever time this one has left on this planet to complete itself. Everything in God's time, dear one. Everything is divinely orchestrated, dear one. You cannot judge what is valuable and what is not. Namaste.
Very good. We are ready for the next question, if there is one.
I have a question.
Yes.
I was wondering if you could give me some hints. Perhaps I'm interested in communicating with my animals in a more direct way than we do now, which we do communicate pretty well, but I was wondering if you could give me some hints on connection.
One of the things we would say here is your belief. If you believe, then you will see, or in this case, hear or sense. So it is one that is able to communicate with animals that believes that they can communicate with animals. And then the next thing they know, they were beginning to be able to portray to that animal by use of pictures, visionary depictions, where that animal can understand this. And sometimes just a simple thought that is going through your mind, the animal can pick up, because the animals are much more sensitive to this, have much more ability to sense things beyond the norm, or what you would call the norm here. And that is how you approach this. But first you must begin to believe that you can do it, and then you will find that you can. Shoshana.
We will share here. May we share our perspective with you, dear sister?
Yes, please.
Dear sister, what is it that you wish to communicate with those that you love in the animal world? What do you wish to communicate?
Well, just daily things with my pets, but I've been feeding the birds, and I love the birds, but I've attracted a large group of pigeons, and they are causing issues with my neighbor. And I would love to. I want to keep feeding my little ones. You know, I don't want to cut them off.
So you wish for these bigger ones to be gone?
Yeah, I mean, I can deal with like 2 or 3 of them, but not 20. You know.
The animals, the birds,
Hmm.
come when there is food, you see.
Right.
They are attracted to food. They could care less whether you love them or hate them. They are attracted to food. So you see, they have come to your feast. So we will tell you that for now, if you wish to move beyond the situation, you must stop feeding them just for a time. And they will no longer show up if there is no food. And then progressively feed the others once that situation is cleared up, you see. You just have to stop feeding them, and they will move on quickly.
Will my little one starve, though? Will the other one starve?
No, they will not. They will not because, dear one, you are not the feeder of birds. God is the feeder of birds. They find food in many ways. Birds are abundantly minded. They do not starve. You do not see birds dead in the street because they cannot find food. Birds are fed by the heavens, by the divine. And then you supplement them, but they will always find food. Namaste.
Thank you.
Yes.
Very good. Would there be other questions here? Nothing further? Then
Moses here, one more question. I wanted to gain your perspective on the situation that is developing in Taiwan at the moment. There's talk about the importance of mass meditations to send light and to visualize the conflict de-escalating. What is your perspective from your point of view?
we would say here that it is all part of the greater plan of what is occurring here. So do not be concerned about this. It is not going to lead to a world war or anything of this nature, because that is not to be allowed, as we have said many times. But it is a potential escalation here that will reach a conclusion. But it is, again, all part of the greater plan here. And it is not for you to understand all the specifics of this plan. Just know that it is all working out for the greater good of all of life here on the planet. That is all we can say on this at this time. Perhaps, Shoshana?
We can add here, we can add a perspective if we may add, dear brother.
Of course, please do.
Dear brother, we will ask a question here. Do you fear what is going on?
Absolutely not. I was just, well, the nature of my question was to see if we needed to be put in service to assist the greater plan at this time.
Dear brother, we are always of service. The light being, the one that is the way shower, the light worker, the light warrior, always allows for service to be the number one thing in his life, to serve others. So if you find that there is a way that you can serve the beings, serve the light, in whatever manner you wish to serve them, then you must, you see. You must know what that is. If you wish to give food, if you wish to give money, if you wish to write letters, if you wish to pray, if you wish to meditate, all of those things add to the light, add to the greater good of all beings here. So you must serve as you are of the light. Namaste.
And we would add here that know what you did in your meditation here today was a great deal involved in exactly what you are speaking of here. It just was not given directly of what it was. See?
We will add here, may we add one more thing, dear brother?
Yes, of course.
Dear brother, we find that the being that you are is always of service to all. And you are greatly loved, and we greatly appreciate you. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you very much.
Very good. Are there any further questions before we release channel?
Could I ask one more?
Yes?
This might not be a good one, but what harm would it be if we as light beings or light workers actually knew the entire plan, or at least more of it than just being left here in the dark, trying to accept and roll with the punches of whatever the plan is?
We would say here that you cannot know the full plan, because then you would be in a position where you could interfere with that plan, and that cannot be. So it must be delved into little bit by little bit here, and then more and more as things begin to progress, which is already in process of happening, as you are going to see quite rapidly here. Things really begin to escalate into another higher level of this plan. So it will continue to work its way out, but you cannot know the full ramifications of it, just as you cannot know the full lifetimes that you have had previously of fully who you are, because it would overwhelm you. It would overwhelm your central nervous system, and you are not ready for that yet. Okay, Shoshana.
Well, we will share here if we may. May we share, dear brother?
Always.
Dear brother, to what advantage would you have if you knew all that would occur? To what advantage would that give you?
Peace, tranquility. I would know what's going to happen and where and why and to whom.
And then we would ask, dear brother, in what part of your life did you know exactly what would happen?
None.
And do you not have peace? Do you not have joy?
I find joy where I can, and same thing with peace. It's just
And you must continue to do that, dear brother. You must look for the joy in each moment. You must find the joy, find the beauty in all around you. You must accept the joy, accept the beauty that has been so lavishly given to you, you see. And do not focus on that which you do not want. Only focus on that which you do want, you see. That is the key to happiness. That is the key to complete joy, you see. So knowing a plan or knowing exactly what will happen in the next moment does not give you peace. It may terrify you. So we say, be in the moment and find joy in the moment. And that will bring you peace. Namaste.
Very good. We are ready to release channel then. Shoshana, do you have anything you wish to impart here?
We do not.
Very good. Then we simply say to continue to accept the changes as they are coming in your life, whether they are internal within you or external with you. Everything is coming together exactly as it needs to. So continue to understand that, and yes, continue to trust the plan. Shanti, peace be with you. Be the one.